I just took my vitamins and it feels like it's like right there. It's not completely going down. Hold, please. Oh, much better. Okay. Hi, tribe. Okay, I have a message for you guys today, and I think it's so well needed. And basically, I think how this message came through was the idea that this gets to be really easy. Like, even though people are in lockdown, even though people are having to homeschool their kids, even though finances are disrupted for people, even though et cetera, on and on. This gets to be really, really easy. And so many times clients have asked me, like, I don't understand if it's showing up and working really hard and like doing all these things that doesn't feel easy. Because they don't believe in like sitting there and manifesting and it falling on them. They understand that there's aligned action to take, but also, it feels like if it's going to be easy, I don't have to do work, but also I know that there's aligned action to take, so I don't understand this whole easy thing, right? And here's what I mean by that. It's like, how do you get to have the result right now? That's the magic I bring to the table, right? I got results right now. I get results right now. Anytime I need to, I get results right now for whatever the thing is. It's definitely my magic. This circumstance and situation has actually supported me in even getting more clear what my gift is and what I bring to the table, right? Who's here? Say hello. I don't know if the chat is not working. Maybe I should hop on my computer. I see eyeballs, but nobody's saying hi to me. So maybe I'm not seeing the comments. Maybe Facebook is glitching. If you're on, say hi to me. If you're brand new to me, let me know. Where are you from in the world? If this is your first time with me, let me come stalk you and say hello to you and get to know you and your face and your name. Hi, Diana. Okay, so the comments are working. Yay. Good morning. How are you guys? Okay, so here was I just hopped off a call with one of my apprentices, and who was just having massive breakthrough after massive breakthrough after massive breakthrough, and I was just thinking like how it gets to be really easy and how you get to have those exponential results right now, not later, not after time, which I know a lot of people talk about that. Hi, Carrie, how are you? I know a lot of people talk about that, like you just have to wait and you have to be consistent. You have to wait for the results. Like, I don't know. I didn't, right? So I can't really kind of get behind that message because that's not really true for me. That's not how it's happened. Newish from South Africa. Well, welcome. Glad you're here. I'll come say hi to you after. So here's the deal. I've said this 100 times, but every time I try to say it from a different angle in a different way, right? So one of my gifts as a teacher is to be able to come at you from 100 different angles until I watch you go, oh, boom, I get it. Like I've heard that 100 times, but I didn't hear it until you said it this way. So I've been saying it 100 different ways. And the way that it came through me today was to support people in understanding how you get to have exponential results right now, how you get to have what you want right now, how you get to have it and make it feel easy and let it be easy for you is, of course, and always has been, you allowing yourself to be surrendered to what it is right now. Like, first of all, it's insanity to fight against what it is. Like, I should be better. It should be better. I should have done better, right? And actually giving yourself to surrender and accept what it is right now. Like, it doesn't have to be any different than what it is. The circumstance don't have to be any different. The conditions don't have to be any different. My skills don't have to be any different. My fears don't have to be, like, nothing has to be any different. You get to be exactly who you are right now. And as we step into this journey, it is and was always about, if we looked at the current circumstances right now, right? Like, I'm not going to share her name, obviously, but there was one woman I was speaking to who sent me a message and she wanted to sign up for something and she was committed by a certain date. And then she came to that date and didn't have it. And so she started saying, I feel really bad. I feel like an idiot. I feel like whatever words she used, right? And like, in my insides, I was just like, oh, like it just felt horrible to hear her speak about herself that way. And then, it was like my instant response was reaction, like, oh, right. Clearly, this circumstance has presented itself to you to clean up this mischief right now. Because if on the inside you're talking to yourself that way, you're not going to get to where you want to go. So thank God for this circumstance where you felt a challenge to get to what you wanted so that this could get flushed up. And so the real powerful question that we want to ask ourselves right now is, if this current circumstance was for you to be seasoned and matured, to become all the things that you desire and long to be and have, then what would you be doing with this current circumstance? If today, whatever it is you're facing or dealing with today, right? If it's a money circumstance, if it's a being circumstance, if it's a creation circumstance, like I want to create this thing, I want to have this cell, I want to have this clarity, if it's a clarity circumstance, whatever it actually is, it's like being consistent with yourself, keeping your word to yourself, showing up gracefully and with love to people, whatever it is, having a powerful message. Whatever the circumstances that you're facing today that feels hard or confusing or impossible or can't or stressful or whatever it is, if you actually locked into the habit, which is what I'm doing with apprenticeships, there's one spot left, just so you guys know. There still is one spot left for this. It's daily one-on-one, working with me. If you locked into, if this was exactly for me, no kidding, no bullshit. If this challenge, this circumstance, this condition, this thing that feels really hard or jarring or scary was perfectly designed for me in order to be and have everything that I want, what would I do with this current circumstance? And it's so easy to see from the outside, right? Like you guys know this, especially my coaches out there. It's so easy to see for your clients, but then it's like, we missed it for ourselves. You can't see what you can't see in your own life. That's why we have mentors and coaches. That's why coaches always have coaches. Try to go without a coach because we understand the power of it, right? So if you have a current circumstance that feels really challenging, and I asked you this today, can you answer that question quite easily? Are you seasoned at being able to look at things like, how is this for me? This current circumstance that I failed at or that I'm not doing good at, what if that was literally exactly what was meant to be for me? And maybe it pisses me off that that's the current circumstance that had to happen in order for me to finally clean up this fucking thing, or in order for me to finally face this thing or talk about this thing or acknowledge this thing or walk away from this relationship or have that tough conversation or say no or say yes or admit that I love someone or whatever the current circumstance is. Maybe it pisses me off that it had to take all of this in order for me to finally crack that and break through that and heal that and change that, but it is what it is. Can we not waste our time and our energy fighting against what actually is? That is the definition of insanity. I see that this is reality, but I'm going to keep fighting against reality and trying to make it be different than what it is. No, it is what it is. It's fine. And if this is what it took, this is what it took. But guess what would be even worse? If it took this much and then you still didn't actually learn the lesson from it, you still didn't expand and grow and receive all the rewards from actually surrendering to what is and allowing yourself to outgrow the current circumstance and the current condition. And yes, a lot of people are suffering and there's so much going on right now and everyone's kind of focused on this and we're kind of unclear. For sure over the last 2 days, I've been feeling like I text my friends okay, I'm officially freaking the fuck out. Anybody who knows me knows that I don't like to be trapped. I don't like to feel stuck somewhere. I like to feel like I have the whole world to explore and I can just expand anywhere I need to. I used to go stay in hotels and stuff when I was super broke, just get that vibe of being left alone. Now I'll just take my car and I drive and I work from my car over at the church parking lot watching the sunrise and take my coffee with me. I'm just finding ways to explore. But yeah, we have challenges going on. But if this current circumstance, exactly how it is for you, financially, emotionally, physically, spiritually, decisions, creation, all of it, if it was hand designed for you to outgrow some shit that was already going on before this circumstance, and when you get squeezed, it's getting a little worse, then how would you use this circumstance? What then would you do today? What then would you say? Would you choose? Would you decide? Would you bring about? What decisions would you make differently? What conversations would you have? What investments would you make in yourself? How would you back yourself? How would you change? How would you grow? What would you admit? Right? Versus, I am the victim of this circumstance and I'm going to pretend that it's the circumstance that's causing this ruckus in my life, but this ruckus was already happening before this circumstance. This is just drawing it out a little bit further because when you get squeezed, what's inside is what comes out, right? Yes, I'm feeling that way too. No freedom, getting frustrated and pissed off and on. Yeah. And so how are we being seasoned right now? How is this? You have a vision of who you want to be. You picture how you're going to show up every day. You picture this consistency, this this clear mind, this clean energy, this, stability, this high vibe, this constant creation, this power, this energy, this, whatever it is, whatever the vision is you have of yourself, of how you're being, this stillness in the middle of the storm, or this, this call to action and greatness amongst, fear and anxiety, whatever it is that you have a vision for yourself. Trust me, the challenging circumstance right now is there to season you. And if you, what a missed opportunity. Yes, I have the balls to say that while this is happening because it's so true. What a massive missed opportunity if you are not tuning in right now to use this challenging circumstances to grow exponentially right now, to call in everything that it is you desire and you long for, to become, to be, how life gets to feel, the experience of life that you get to have right now. So it's okay for you to just say, you know what, this is what it feels like. Just because I'm a leader and I have clients and people look up to me and follow me, whatever it is, doesn't mean that I'm not going to be like, whoa, this shit's hard. Like dealing with a heartbreak, dealing with, the finances of the company and something like this, dealing with my kids being home, homeschooling, and, basically being trapped at home. It's fucking hard. This is hard. And how is this for me? If this was calling to season in me the things I already knew needed to be seasoned or didn't even realize needed to be seasoned, what would I then be doing? And I've been doing them. Tracking all my finances, cleaning up the back end of the finances with my team, tracking my personal income going in and out, organizing the kids' stuff, really cleaning up some beliefs and stuff my kids had going on and on and on and on it goes, of the expansion and the amazing things that are happening from this opportunity, even though it's fucking hard. But guess what? When we get squeezed is an opportunity and a chance for us to see the mischief that's holding us back and stopping us. And we want to use this circumstance from a position of strength. I don't care. I don't care if you feel like you've been wobbly and you've been like, I wish that I was more strong like that person or more seasoned like that person. I wish I was in a better position going into this. Like, it doesn't matter. So you're at where you're at and you get to choose right now to show up that way in your life right now. No time has to pass. No, nothing. You get to choose and decide, this is who I choose to be. These are the resources that support me in doing that. These are the human beings that I want to be around. These are the daily actions I'm taking. This is, the mischief that I know is going on. This is how I'm going to rewire the shit, et cetera, et cetera. It's deciding and allowing the pressure that's on us right now as human beings, the pain, the hurt, the fear, the loneliness. Let's talk about the loneliness people are going through. Everybody was already freaking lonely. Most people are dealing with loneliness already. We're not a very cultured culture. We're not a very, societal culture. We're just not. We're not really communal. We're very isolated. We're very focused on work, especially the people who tend to follow me. Like, we're kind of that alpha energy, and we need a lot of community and society, socialness and all those kind of things. And people are going to be experiencing loneliness. And if the loneliness was for you to season and outgrow something, for you to become the vision of yourself that you have to be, how then would you use it? If the financial circumstance and all the pressure of the finance was exactly a circumstance for you to be able to out-season, to outgrow, to season yourself, to expand into the human being that you have a vision of around your finances, how then would you use the circumstance? Instead of crushing under the weight of it and using this as an excuse, allow it to strengthen you and season you and mature you to that next level. It is such a massive gift that you can use instead of allowing it to hurt or to feel frustrated. So, the new program is on its way. I admit that I have so many ideas. I was just not being decisive on which ones I wanted to do for the Steady AF program. It's coming. I had a couple calls today. So actually right off of this, I'm going to go finish the sales page for that. We'll probably announce it tomorrow. So that is coming. And also there's one spot left for the apprenticeship. It's daily access to me for 12 weeks. Like, literally, you Vox from me all day long. You talk to me all day long. I'm in your brain. I'm in your heart. I'm in your soul. I'm in your work. I'm doing everything with you alongside of you. We have an initial 2-hour call, which, ask any of the girls who've done it with me. It's massively transformational. And we get literally years worth of stuff done in that one call. Including, what is your message? What are you here to do on the planet? What specifically is stopping you? Exactly specifically how to literally transform it, and how to know how to do it yourself moving forward, and how to utilize me the best doing this. And then you have 45-minute calls once a week with me as well on top of that. So it's really more support than you could ever use. Plus, I gift any of the content that I've already created that will support you. I gift to my apprentices as well. So yeah, it's a pretty massive opportunity, and there's one spot left for that. And then, why do I feel like there's one more thing that I needed to share with you guys? No. If there was, maybe it's not important because it's not coming to me right now. So that is a call. So I would love for you to comment below and let me know, like, if we just had the courage to admit that we get to use this really challenging circumstance to season us and to have even more of everything that we desire and to grow into the human being that we have visioned for ourselves. How are you doing that? Because it's really powerful to just own that and state that. And I like imagine showing up that way for the rest of your life. No matter how you're going into the circumstance, you get to choose to strengthen within the circumstance, whether you're coming in powerfully or you're coming in a little off balance. I'm coming in hot, Mandy. That's what I used to say to my mentors when I was like freaking out or shit was hitting the fan. I'd be like, I'm coming in hot, prepare yourself. So whether you're coming in hot or you're coming in seasoned and strong, how are you using this to just launch you exponentially to that next level right now? Okay, y'all, I'll come say hi to the people who are new to me and said hello to me. If you're on the replay, hashtag I got this. Let's do hashtag I got this. If you're my tribe, say hello. If you're new, let me know where you're at in the world. I love knowing where people are from. And that is everything. PM me if you're interested in the apprentice shop and the apprenticeship position. And watch for the Steady AF program, which is literally, it's only half created. And I'm like, this is literally the greatest thing I've ever created. Obviously, at a time like this, what comes out is that... what comes out is magic when you allow yourself to come from literally the place we're talking about right now. Like, if this was for me to allow me to create even the most powerful content I ever have, then how would I use this? And that's really why I kind of been taking my time. Probably a little more time than I need. I'm just being honest, but it is what it is. It's stunning. I've got some rethinking to do. Yes. Okay. I know that went in. That went in. Thank you for that confirmation. I'm wanting to hear from everyone else if this went in, if you really heard this, if you really felt it, because I'm just going to keep saying it in 27,000 different ways until I know everyone in my tribe has really had an opportunity. Whether people are going to follow through with it, it's not on me, but they've had an opportunity to really utilize this circumstance to launch themselves to the stratosphere. And at the end, when we look back on how we handled this and who we were and how we seasoned and how we expanded and how we matured, we'll be really, really proud of ourselves. And not only that, we'll have participated in creating that on the planet because we go first. We go first, and that sets the stage for others to do the same work and to have the same results and to have the same experience of life, right? Okay, I love you guys very much. Have an amazing day. I'll see you on the flip side.